Hi everybody. So now that we've taken our walk from Bob's Trail to the swing by the edge of the stream, it's now time to make our two-dimensional map, our flat map of the route that we took. So we're going to begin by making some pictures of the landmarks that we saw along the way. So I'm going to show you some of the pictures that I made. I already made the pictures and cut them out. And the first one is our starting point. So this is Bob's Trail. Bob's Trail was the first place we saw. I'm going to put some glue on the back of that, and I'm going to put that landmark on the bottom of our map. I'm going to put it in the corner again, just like we did last time, so that we have plenty of room to work with. Okay, so I'm putting Bob's Trail down here. And if we think back to the video, we walked from Bob's Trail out to the field. Then we had to make a turn. So we left Bob's Trail and then we had to turn right. So when we left, we went this way and then we turned right. And we began our walk down the hill, and then when we got to the bottom of the hill, we saw a big rock, and the rock was a little bit orange. This is the picture that I made of the rock. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on that. And I'm going to think, okay, we turned, we went down the hill, so I think I'm going to put the rock about here. Okay. Now think back to our video, see if you can remember what we saw next. So after we passed by the rock, we had to duck under a sign. And the sign had two words on it, and the words were "No horses." So here's that sign. So we're going to put that right here. So we got to the bottom of the hill. We didn't turn left. We didn't turn right. We just went straight. We saw a rock, and then we saw a sign that said "No horses." Let me put that on our map next. Now, after we ducked under the "No horses" sign, then we got to see something pretty special. We looked to our right and to our left, and on both sides of the path there were some ponds, and in those ponds were frog eggs, and we even found one adult frog. So I put some green in there to show the sort of slimy stuff that was on the top of the water that had the frog's eggs in it. So this landmark came right after the "No horses" sign, and we were still going straight. Now we got up here and we saw one more landmark, and then we had a decision to make. We could turn left or we could turn right. And see if you can think what we saw ahead of us before we turned to the left. We saw a very big tree, a very big tree. And hopefully I can fit this very big tree at the top of our map. Now, if you remember, when we got to that big tree, we did turn left. So after I put the tree on, there we go. Now we're going to start going this way to the left. And you might remember that we were walking along the edge of something. We were walking along the edge of a stream. So I'm going to go ahead and put the stream right here. So we were walking with the stream on our right, so we're walking this way. The stream was on this side, and we'll talk about what was on our left in a moment. Okay, so here's the stream. Now see if you can remember what was on the other side. We stopped and looked at some interesting things on the other side of the path. We had the stream on our right, and we had cypress trees and the knees coming out of the swamp. That was on the left. Okay, leave a little space there for the path that we were on. And then the last thing was our destination. We finally got to the swing where we took a little break and got to throw the ball with Oscar. So here is the swing at the end of our route. Now, last time we made a title for our map, and then I suggested that you might want to go back to your map and add a path or add some labels. But we didn't add a key. So today we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to add a title, and we'll put that at the top. We're going to add a path that we walked on. And then we're also going to add today a key. So I'm going to go ahead and put the key at the bottom of the map, and then we'll work on some of those other features. Remember, a key is a place on the map where you put small symbols that tell the person reading the map what they will find on the map. Okay, so it's really helpful to people reading the map. So if they're not sure what these blue shapes are with green dots on them, they can look at the key and see that that is actually a frog pond. Put the key right there at the bottom. Now you might have noticed that the key is not completely finished yet. I put pictures on it, but I didn't add the words yet. So I might need some of you to help me with that. All right, let's think first about our title, and then we'll come back and do our key. We last time named our map How to Get to Bob's Trail. But this map is not going to Bob's Trail. This map is leaving from Bob's Trail, and it's going to the swing. So let's write how to get to the swing. So I see 5 and 1, that's 6 words. Now I don't have a lot of space up here, so I'm going to be careful. I'm going to draw some lines so that I know where to put those words. Let's count 6 lines for 6 words. How to, so I'm sorry, I should be counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say the words how to get to Bob's, oh, not Bob's Trail, the swing. Now, we have to write the words how, H-O-W, how, to, T-O, get, G-E-T, get. How to get to